Questions later.
Okay, so let's see. All right, so what do we want to start? Start off with the vena cavas. So on the posterior side, you have your superior inferior vena cavas, and you can see the probe going through that.
So
So this would be the inferior, this would be the superior, and it goes into the right ventricle.
Atrium.
Sorry, atrium. Thank you. My brain does not want to think anymore.
No, keep doing that because then it triggers my mind.
So the right,
Oracle.
thank you, but atrium, and then it goes through the tricuspid valve. There's 3 flaps. 1, 2, 3. Tricuspid valve. And then this is the right ventricle. Goes out the pulmonary semilunar valves. Right there.
There's 3 flaps in that too as well, right? Okay.
1, 2, 3, yep. Pulmonary semilunar valves. Pulmonary trunk. Ugh, this is a nasty smelling heart. Okay, so you're gonna have to imagine, then it goes to the pulmonary arteries, and then comes back through the pulmonary veins, and you see a big hole. Pulmonary veins would be right here. Then you have your left atrium. You have your bicuspid valve. 1, 2 flaps. And then you have your left ventricle, and then it comes out the aortic semilunar valves. You can see your 3 flaps there. 1, 2, 3. And down the aorta, rest of the body. So then you have your interior structures. Okay, your auricles, if you look at those, flip those inside out, and you see your atrium. So you have your pectinate muscles.
Pectinate muscles.
Pectinate muscles. You take any of your bicuspid or tricuspid valves, and you have your chordae tendineae right there. The chordae tendineae attached to the little hump-like muscle.
Nipples.
Papillary.
Yeah, papillary muscles. I avoid that word. And then we have your trabeculae carneae,
I breastfed
the
5
structure.
kids, I don't.
That's that lines the entire ventricle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then you have the shiny layer, which is the endocardium. You have the muscle layer, which is the myocardium. And then you have the shiny layer at the top, which is your epicardium.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Well, and let's do the blood
then the-
vessels.
Oh.
The little ones that I don't like. So that'll be this section right there. So you have, okay, so here's the aorta. You have the right coronary artery. Come back on this side of the aorta, and then you have the left coronary artery, and then on this side around the ear, you have the circumflex.
And that goes all the way
All the way around, yep. So then here, go back to your left coronary artery. You have right about here, it changes names, and then it becomes the anterior intraventricular artery. Anterior is in the front, between interior intraventricular, the ventricles, between the ventricles artery. And then the one adjacent to it out here is the
That's right.
cardiac vein.
Yeah, the great cardiac vein.
Yes, the great cardiac vein.
Which one is that? This one?
Yes, this one right here. Great cardiac vein. Now, you can probe into it, but I'm not going to even go there. I just want you to know location. I'm not Rhea.
I'm not either.
Okay, so in the back, then you have the back. You can go back, find your superior inferior vena cava, this little tiny hole in the inferior vena cava right here. This is your coronary sinus right here. And then sometimes you can, right there, my probe is going right into the wrong one. Let's see if I can get it. No, maybe it is the. I thought there was another one. Hold on.
It's so crazy. It doesn't even look like there's like anywhere you can insert. This looks like lines.
Right there, there is. Haha. Yay. So this is the back, the posterior. No, this is a vein because you can see
It's the
through
middle
it.
vein.
The middle cardiac vein, and adjacent to that would be the
Posterior interventricular.
Yes, posterior interventricular.
Interventricular.
So how do you tell the
Artery.
difference between the middle cardiac and the posterior?
I'm gonna go by location, and one, I can probe into it through the vena cava. If I can probe through it through the aorta, then it's an artery. If I can probe through it through a vein, then it's a vein.
She's probably not gonna let us do that, though.
No,
The
but just by
posterior.
location. And you know, you can see a diagram for that.
Okay.
I would look at a diagram.
So that's the
for that.
posterior side, so it'd be on the left side. The left side is the middle cardiac.
Yes.
The middle is the posterior.
Plus those two join, the anterior and posterior, they interconnect. So I don't know if it shows it on there, but I'd say that looks like it ends right there in the middle
Yeah,
cardiac
the middle
vein.
cardiac vein ends right there. And this one here.
It's continuous.
See, it'll
Is it
come down
continuous?
here, and it'll go down here, and it'll join somewhere back up here this way.
Is it
Or maybe
continuous
it goes down
downward?
this way. It goes,
It
yeah, it
should.
should go down this
I
way.
think that's the
It
way.
goes down all the
Yeah.
way by the apex. And
Yeah, if it's continuous way down, so I'll know that's the posterior.
So this one here, so you can see it.
Posterior goes all the way to the apex. Apex.
Yeah.
Where's great in middle again?
This is middle cardiac vein, and this is the grates in the front.
Oh.
And the grates in the front, you can always come off here from the circumflex, and it comes right down this way.
Next to the
Right.
anterior.
Right.
so yeah, you got your great and circumflex, your anterior.
Your
interventricular.
anterior one is going to be closest to the right ventricle.
See, that's what I guarantee I'll get that wrong. Even though I know both those veins are there, I'll mix them up.
Come on, be positive.
Think about where it's branching off of. Is if it's branching, like you can stick a probe, right? Right there's my left.
Are we not gonna be allowed to stick probes?
You can if you want to.
So if that's my left, then that makes it
Bring
not the not the anterior.
This is the anterior, so this is the left coronary artery.
Yeah.
And then right there where the point is, it stops and it branches and it becomes the anterior intraventricular artery. So again, it's your whole Jefferson Road again analogy.
You know what? I'll just look where